Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Just Simply Sports here with me. I am Kaja. If you're new here, welcome. Like, subscribe. If you're not new, you've been here. As usual, as I always say, I so appreciate you. Now, I spoke about this, uploaded a video no less than 24 hours ago, and I did expect Micah Parsons to fully go on the edge and speak his piece, and he did not disappoint. So I'm going to get right into what he had to say about his controversial comments. And then I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then I want to hear what you guys think, or should I say, read it in the comments? Because this, to me, is just players and podcasts while they're still playing. To me, it's just taking on a life of its own, really, really, and truly. Especially when you're not winning, it just makes everything look so much more worse.
And first and foremost, if anyone ever felt a type of way about the situation, I would like to apologize like I did when I met with Coach McCarthy, apologize to his face, man to man. Um, you know, whether people understood what I said and didn't, this is why we're here. Obviously I said Mike can leave and go wherever he wants. I kind of feel bad for guys like Zach Martin, guys who be on their last year on their way up, because that's who I want to hold the trophy for. You want to win games and do great things for those type of legends who put more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. When I say statements like that, and when I put things like that, thinking about my teammates, right? I understand the coaching aspect, but when you think of guys like Zach Martin, I think of guys like DeMarcus Lawrence. Before Tyron left, I think of guys like Tyron Smith. And
All right, so I'm actually gonna have to fast forward through this because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. I don't want to be here all night because I honestly feel like he's kind of going around and just dancing around the bush. Me personally, I hate when people kind of go around the bush. I'm like, just go straight through it. Say what you mean what you say. If you're wrong, just clear it up. I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. My thing is, what did you mean to say? Because I said yesterday when I uploaded the video, I did think that when he first said it, he was speaking about, I want to win for those, who have been here, who may not get a chance to play anymore. Mike McCarthy is a coach. He can coach until he's 80, 85, so he can go someplace else. He can leave and go wherever he wants. But the other players who are older, they don't have that same luxury. I get you, Micah. I understand that. But then it gets confusing when you say, they've done more than Mike McCarthy has ever done. It's like, okay. That was the part I think that took people back. And I'm gonna fast forward and see if maybe he actually addressed that part, because that's what I'm looking to see, if he's actually clarified that and said, I know what I said, but this is what I actually meant.
it honestly hurts me to read these clippings of Rex Ryan and Damien Woody, and we're going to pull them up because it just honestly is infuriating. So let's pull up this clip from Rex Ryan.
Doesn't deserve that. Mike McCarthy, no coach deserves that, because the hours, trust me, my friend, the hours this guy's putting in, no player is putting in the work that a head coach is, I can assure you. And look, you can have some private issue, all right? Go to the owner, go to whoever, go to Mike McCarthy. But why the hell do you think you need to say that why do you need to hurt this man? Who do you think is blamed for everything?
Who the hell Michael Parsons think he is talking like that after a game? Bro, you've been missing all these games with the injury. And last time I checked, the head coach is a Super Bowl winning coach.
A guy like Woody, right? A former player, he's a Super Bowl champ. He should know the significance of one, throwing out someone's injury. Like, I wanted to get injured. Now, that's blatant disrespect. I've never missed a game in my career. Not college, not high school, not even to about 4 or 5 weeks ago to injury. To say that I'm just missing games because of injury, like it's just some injury after I suffered a significant injury playing the game that we love. Someone who's been around teams and legends at that can say, like, that's how I know we all have to see through the BS of what these TV analysts are trying to do and, provide us and basically take words I never once threw or even intended to throw Mike McCarthy under the bus. Like I said, he's one of the most winningest coach. He is a Super Bowl champ. I never once brung up his past. And the question that was asked was about here in the Dallas Cowboys, did I see Mike McCarthy in our future? And I said, that's above my pay grade. So never once did I ever...
Okay. All right, so I got to stop it there because I feel like Micah completely missed what Damien and Rex were saying, and I feel like he had the perfect opportunity having his platform to clear clarify what he meant and actually say what his intentions were. Now I've heard him say more than one time throughout the 10, 15 minutes I feel like I've been watching, right? Because I'm watching it the first time with you guys. I don't like to watch things before I watch it with you guys so you get my actual real response. But I feel like Micah's not being accountable. And that's something that irritates me is that people, when they can't be accountable for when you're wrong or when you offend someone. Now, it wasn't your intention. You said you spoke to Mike McCarthy in person. You guys hashed it out. You apologize for whoever you offended. You need to apologize to him. You said you did? Okay, cool. Now, if you're saying that former player like Damien Woody should know, don't throw out something like injury, just throw it out there because, you didn't want to get injured. I don't think that I didn't hear him say like you wanted to get injured. What I heard Damien Woody say is that for you to say what you said and you haven't been here due to injury, you haven't been here all these weeks. And for you to come on, and say what you said about the coach was flat out wrong when you haven't been here with the rest of us, doing the best that we can to keep the season alive. But your intention and what you said are two different things. Now, again, I keep hearing that's not my intention, not my intention. Well, what exactly was your intention, Micah? That's what I would love to know. And I haven't gotten an answer yet. You know, you did not intend to offend the coach, disrespect him in any way, so on and so forth. You have a great relationship with him. Okay, cool, great. I get it. Why not just say my intention when, and again, I think it's the last part of what he said. I can get what he was saying in the beginning, but when you came and said more, Zach Taylor, so on and so forth, have done more, for Mike McCarthy than they ever had, done more than he ever has. That's the part that is like you feel like a dog, like your ears go up like, you know how dogs do when they hear weird sounds, like that's the part that honestly had me like, okay, I'm trying to, I love to always see both sides, but that part I don't understand. And I would have loved him to say, when I said that part, specifically, this is what I meant. I get the first part of it. I do not get the last part of it. So people are going to speak, and you cannot blame TV analysts for what you said because you said it. You're in the media now, and you have to know that when you are on Dallas Cowboys and your team is losing and you have Jerry Jones as your GM, as your owner, and there are already so many eyes on you, on your organization, and then you have a podcast. And then you guys, again, I keep saying losing because when you're winning, people always look the other way. No one cares about anything until you're losing. And then when you start losing, people are looking for things. If you're talking to, the reporters and you say something like that, people are gonna take what they want from it. So you gotta be mindful of what you say. And I don't know if he's had any media training, but if he has not, then maybe he should hire someone for it. And I say that respectfully because you're in the media. Say what you mean and what you say. And whenever you say things, we have the right of freedom of speech. But freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. When you come out there and you say something like that, and you have a coach who is in a contract year and they're not winning. You guys look worse and worse as the weeks go. Cooper Rush did not look good. Trey Lance came in for, I don't know that many minutes, and then he didn't look good. And then you come back and you guys just get obliterated. You have the whole top 10 quarterbacks. You left Dak off. You have Trayvon who's getting in the reporter's face because, you were jogging on a play. He called you out and you got offended by it. There's just so many things to me that are taken away from the Dallas Cowboys. And it's more off the field than on. Like, get back to playing football. And it brings me to a bigger thing with you guys. I'm wondering if it's really a good idea for current players to have podcasts. Now, I love the idea of players being able to speak up for themselves because for so long it's been TV analysts that have spoken on what they think someone is doing or what's happening. And now you have players who have taken their voice back and they can say, this is what we think, this is how we feel, that's wrong, that's correct, or whatever it may be. But you gotta be careful. There's a really, really fine line that you have to ride, if you ask me, in my opinion, because you're still playing. You cannot blame people for responding to what you said, but you do have the right to clear it up and say what you meant. And maybe he will say that eventually, but he hasn't done it yet. So What do you guys think about the situation, though? Do you think that current players, NFL, NBA, should have a podcast during the season while they're playing? Or should they do it maybe in the off season when it doesn't take away from what's going on the court or off the court or on the field, whichever it may be? Let me know your thoughts. Of course, I will respond in the comments and I will see you in the next video.